This is a video on exploring coral part 4. No holds barred, every day is the only day. Hello, this is Wake Up with another video about exploring coral, exploring the land of coral. No holds barred, every day is the only day. This series of exploring coral is meant for people who are centered in turquoise or coral in spiral dynamics terms, or for people who are awake or almost awake. I'm sorry to say that this series is not for people who are centered in green or who still believe that they exist and the world exists. This is a prerequisite that you know that everything is an illusion, and not mentally but experientially. Otherwise you can watch all my other videos and other videos of other people and fluffy flamingo stuff, but this exploring coral series is really, it's like a bare knuckle mixed martial arts fight. If you're afraid to go into the ring, don't watch this video. If you have never taken any survival courses, don't come with me exploring a very dangerous new island in the jungle. Yeah, accidents will happen. You will get hurt, because that's what coral is. Coral is, there is no slack. This is serious mountaineer exploring business, climbing the Everest, deep spelunking, and so on. In coral, every shit will come up. It's even difficult if you are centered in turquoise or coral, if you are awake. The last video, I've pissed people off who are awake and who are not awake. Because that's coral. If you can still get pissed off about something, if you can still get annoyed or disappointed or insulted and so on, then you probably, this series is not for you. It's for people who know this is all a fake, this is all a scam, this is all an illusion, and you're an illusion too, and I'm an illusion, and nothing is happening anytime. At the same time, everything is happening right now. Like Eckhart Tolle says, there's only now. It's only the present moment, and there's only the present day too. Every day is the first day, every day is the last day, every day is the only day. There's only the present moment. Don't waste your time feeling insulted or annoyed or something. Also, there was a misunderstanding in that video, in the last video, Exploring Coral Part 3, about this, what I said about character development. This channel is not about character or personality development, but there is a paradoxon there. Even if you are awake or enlightened, there are some character flaws of your suit, of your ego suit, of your dog, whatever you call it, that can be tweaked a little bit. If you're an alcoholic, it's better to be not an alcoholic and awake than to be an alcoholic and awake. Or it's better to be not a racist and enlightened than a racist and enlightened. There's so many different shades of being awake and enlightened. In one system, there are 9 stages in spiral dynamics. It kind of stops after coral officially. Well, this is only the beginning, Awakening and enlightenment has nothing to do with first tier. And yellow is kind of preparing. Turquoise is getting ready to jump. And coral is jumping into the abyss. And you do not know what's at the bottom and if you will survive the fall. That's coral. But you jump anyway. Because you know this is all a big screw up, a big illusion, delusion. What you are perceiving with your five senses is not happening that way. As long as you still believe that anything you're perceiving with your eyes and ears and so on is actually how it is, you're not awake. And this channel is about waking up, no matter how you call it. Call it Spiral Dynamics Coral or whatever. Yeah? And even once you are awake, this is still only the beginning. Waking up is only the beginning. If you wake up in the morning, this is the beginning of the day. You still have to get out of bed and peel yourself out of the blankets and make yourself some coffee and under the shower and breakfast and so on. And this is still the beginning because you're not even out of the house. The day hasn't even really started yet. And if you are capable of making decisions, then the decision is for you, every moment of your life, do I want to be asleep or awake? Do I want to go on pretending that everything is hunky-dory while I'm actually suffering hell and looking for fluffy flamingos and some shiny dancing with elves, angels are kissing you, wonderful la la land enlightenment? Or do you want the real deal? And if you want the real deal, if you want the brutal truth, then the first step is to wake up. And then the first step is not to take yourself seriously anymore. And not to take others seriously either. No situation in your life. And there will be extreme situations. That's why I had this car accident as an example. There are extreme situations that will rattle you, and then you will come back again. And that will show you, if there's still situations that rattle you, will show you that there's still something more to wake up to. You're awake maybe, but you're still sleepy kind of. It's like in the morning after a short night, maybe a glass of wine or two, and you wake up in the morning and okay, you're kind of awake. But to be really fully awake every moment and not to be bothered by anything anymore, that's not so easy, but it's possible to get there. And it's only about clarity. It's only about clarity. It's nothing to train. It feels like, if you're still believing in linear time, it feels like you need some months or years to get there. But actually there's only the present moment, again and again and again. And there's no linear time. So it's only about clarity. The decision, yes, I want to see the truth no matter what it is. No matter what it is. Even if it's horrible. Even if the truth is that you're standing alone in the desert and you're dying of thirst. Or you're swimming alone in the ocean and the sharks will eat you any moment now. Whatever the truth is. If it's good or if it's horrible, you have to make the decision, do I want to know it or do I not want to know it? It's like if you watch the movie The Matrix, do you want to be Cypher, who wants to go back to the illusion, to the Matrix, and think he's an important person and eats in 5-star restaurants every day? Or you want to be Neo and live in a fucked up submarine somewhere, running away from robots? What do you prefer? You want an ugly truth or a nice illusion? There is no in between. You will probably say, yeah, but look at all these gurus with love and compassion and so on. That's religious enlightening. That's a special case. That's a mixture of awakening and enlightenment and mystical experience. Yeah, colored by the religion, whatever the religion is, Islam, Christianity, Buddhism, whatever. It's a special sort. It's just one sort of enlightenment. If you're seeking that, join that religion, and then you might get there. But this is not the last truth. Nothing man-made is the last truth. And nothing channeled through a man or a woman is the last truth. The last truth is what you will experience if you give up everything and stand naked in the fire, totally purged. And this is a hurtful process also. Sometimes it's a beautiful process, sometimes it's a hurtful process. Sometimes it's heaven and sometimes it's hell. It's like birth. Yeah, birth is a very, very special process. And part of it is very painful and not comfortable. Yeah, maybe you have the fear of suffocation, and then you finally come out, and then it's all light and it's dry and not comfy anymore, and people are poking you and wrapping you in some scratchy towels and so on. Maybe you will be separated from your mom. There is a life after birth. If you're in the belly of your mumsy, then you probably think that's it. You think, there might be something like birth, but I don't want it, because who knows what's after birth, or if there's a life after birth. But that's not, you're only at the very, very, very beginning. Not even have your own body. You're still part of your mum. And there already babies are thinking, that's it. And then you're a child and you think, oh, wow, can there be a life after childhood? Yes, it's called adulthood. And as an adult, you're thinking, oh, can there be a life after death? And so on. And this is the same here. There's a life after awakening. But first you have to wake up. If someone is shaking you so that you wake up out of your deep sleep and deep dreaming and deep coma, it's uncomfortable. You're getting flushed out like Neo out of his battery cell. It's horrible. You think first that you can't breathe and you can't see and everything is hurting. But this is the prerequisite to see what's actually happening in this world. So please decide if you want the truth or not. If you don't want the truth, don't continue to listen to this series of exploring coral. That's the message of today. And your exercise now to think about it. Do I want to go that road or not? Do I want to be in the moment or not? Do I wake up or not? Up to you. Or maybe not up to you. Maybe it's fate and you can't decide anything. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing the video. Thank you for joining me on Patreon. And see you soon.